Dude, my man got outplayed. Whoa. Hello gamers, today we're going to be reviewing every G3 variant inside of Phantom Forces. This list consists of the G3, the AG3, the Mc51 Sd, the HK21, and the MSG90. And also the HK51B, let me know if I forgot one. Let's start off with the G3. Listen, if you want to know about the G3, just watch like half my videos. Pretty much watch the one from yesterday, dude. The one from yesterday is how to completely use this gun, so I won't go too in depth with this thing. It hits decently hard, shoots decently fast, and has an insane headshot multiplier, and that makes it able to 2-hit to the head at all ranges. So yeah, watch yesterday's video if you want a full in-depth guide of this gun. I'm not going to go too into it because all my subs are going to be like, dude, you just talked about this gun yesterday. Now the AG3. The AG3 is my lesser used version of the G3. They're somewhat similar, except the AG3 hits a lot harder except for headshots, shoots slower, has worse reloads and movement, as you can definitely tell. Like, this is why I don't like it, but it has less recoil and it can 3-hit to the limbs at all ranges. This thing is actually a monster. Probably the best battle rifle in the game, excluding like 5.56 on the Beowulf ECR, because that's a little bit cheating because it's literally just an M4A1 upgrade. So this thing being able to 3-hit to the limbs makes it just insane. 3 hits anywhere on the body at all ranges. It even has a torso multi and a regular headshot multi. So it does 45 to 35 with 525 RPM, a 100 stud max damage range to 170 studs, really good muzzle velocity, insane pen, not very good suppression. The G3 actually has way better suppression and way better fire rate, so it actually suppresses a lot more than the AG3 does, but the AG3 is alright suppression. If you were to ask me which is better, the AG3 or the G3, I would say that the AG3 is better for most players, but the G3 is better for me, and I've already talked about this a lot. Let's just use the AG3 a little bit more because I haven't really used it a lot on the channel. The recoil does still feel like kind of high, but not near as bad as the G3 is. The G3 is just like, holy. And the other, what the heck? The other team has 3 players? I have nobody to test these guns on. All right, let's find a new server. New server, this has a lot of players. It's also a brand new server. That's epic. I don't know if that's part of the anti-ping thing, but if you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's this game that you can join to get like lower ping servers. I've been using it a lot in like the past like few days. I can make a video on it, but you can probably just look it up. It already has videos made about it. This gun does more max and min than an SKS does, and the recoil is not bad. You can literally 3-hit to the limbs all ranges. It's kind of broken, to be honest. I think it's a little bit unbalanced. Overall, it's just way better than the G3, but I still don't like it that much. But dude, it is a little bit unbalanced. I think that they should make it 33 min instead of 35, so that way you have to hit like at least 1 torso, maybe 2, to be able to 3-hit all ranges, because otherwise it's just like, what the heck, it nearly 2 hits and then it 3 hits all ranges. This is just like a guaranteed at least 3 hit. So of the G3 family, this is probably the best one, but let's get on to a couple other ones. First off, the Mc51 Sd. I did make a video on this gun. I don't have a bunch of kills with it, but I do really like it. It does have the ability to 2-hit to the torso in CQC, which the AG3 can't do. However, it only 4 hits and it barely 4 hits all ranges. In LRC, the muzzle velocity isn't that good, and the recoil is not terrible, but I think it might be a little bit worse than the AG3, only because I think it shoots a little bit faster. And the main problem with this thing is that, yeah, it can 2-hit to the torso, but only to like 20 studs. So basically the only scenarios you're going to do that is when you hit 2 torsos in a row at very close ranges. So you're probably never going to do that. This thing sounds so sick though, and I really like it. It's one of the few integrally suppressed guns that nobody uses. Like for example, the Honey Badger, basically every other integrally suppressed gun is just used so much, but this dude is not. It can 4-hit all ranges, which is not the best, but it's alright. It does sound good. I don't know. It can 3-hit decently far. I guess the only upside of it is the stealth. Other than that, it's not really that good, but still not bad, and I wish people would use this thing more. Next up, a DMR, the MSG90. This thing actually shoots very fast, I think faster than the Mark 11. It can one hit to the head very far, 110 studs, dude. That's kind of insane. 2 hit in a lot of scenarios, and it does a lot of headshot damage all ranges, 90, which, no, 80. It does 80 headshot all ranges. I think the reason that this thing is not as good as the Mark 11 is because it only has 10 round capacity. Oh wow. It also has a bit more recoil and not as good recoil recovery speed, which is what the Mark 11 is really known for. If you want a headshot kill, like a one hit to the head, you can get that from the SA58. However, the SA58 only does it to like half as far, and 110 studs for a headshot kill is honestly really strong. I might make a review video and like a how to use video on this thing because it gets like no use. And I'm guessing if I had something other than like irons, this thing would be a little bit easier to use. But I don't know, it's kind of sick because it can shoot very, very fast. Not as fast as the SA58, but it can headshot a lot farther, and it doesn't shoot like too much slower. It shoots faster than the Mark 11, and the Mark 11 can't headshot kill in CQC, so apparently it doesn't headshot kill to that distance. Get out of here. Maybe if this thing had like an extended mag, people would use it more, but then again, if it had an extended mag, that would probably be really OP. And it can kill with one head, one limb, all ranges. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to put this at the beginning of the video and edit it in, but I forgot to say the HK51B is also in the G3 family. I don't have the gun unlocked, so I'm not really at liberty to actually talk about it too much, but I will talk about the stats when we get to that gun. Dude, my man got outplayed. Whoa, for a DMR that shoots this fast, the headshot kill range is kind of bonkers. This might be better than the Scar SSR in a lot of ways. Whoa, dude, I'm hitting so many headshots with this thing. Did I find another underrated gun that I like? Anyways, I've spent way too much time on this gun. We only have basically one more gun to go. Let's talk about this carbine first. The HK51B, it fires very, very fast, 950 RPMs, is 41 to 22, but has a lot of recoil, and the damage ranges kind of suck. The muzzle velocity is decent, the pen is decent, the suppression is alright, but it's not really that good because you never really see this thing used. I have 11 kills on it from picking it up a couple of times, but I'm not really at liberty to really give you a very comprehensive guide on how to use this thing. When I unlock it, I might do that. I unlock it in 5 ranks, and that's probably going to take a while, so I won't really talk about it until maybe a review guide video. Now we got the HK21. You know how I feel about this gun. If you've been watching my channel for a bit, you know I don't really enjoy this gun that much. I think it's really annoying to use. It shoots super fast, and yeah, it has a lot of recoil, but that doesn't make it like harder to use. That just makes it annoying to use. Yeah, it's got recoil, but that recoil isn't actually something you control. You just let the recoil happen, and then you just like shoot the thing until they die. It's annoying, and I don't really like using it, but it does 39 to 27 at 800 RPM, a lot of pen, good muzzle velocity, decent damage ranges, and a lot of suppression. Other than the recoil, this thing is actually very, very strong, but the recoil just makes it very annoying to use, and people will just crutch this gun because if you eventually hit your shots just from spraying for like a million years, it can kill people really easily. Yeah, people really like this gun. I don't really have too much of a problem with that as long as you're not super toxic about it. But the thing is, most of the time they are pretty toxic about it. I feel weird even like mentioning this gun at all because it's gonna spawn so much debate, but it's a G3 variant, so I gotta mention it. Yeah, I don't really like using the LMGs with like the insane amount of reloads and the insane reload time. This thing has like 7-second reload, so not really my favorite gun, but it honestly, it's pretty good. It is a pretty good gun. It's just annoying to use, and I think it's a little bit overrated because the recoil makes it very, very annoying. But yeah, if I were to say, oh, which one is my favorite? It's gonna be the G3, obviously. I really just like this gun. I have 1,800 kills on it now. So yeah, in my free time, I do play with this gun a lot. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and sub, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.